Boop, 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 boop. I didn't realise I had a mic on. Welcome. Welcome. It's another warm evening in the UK. Ooh, yesterday was warm. Today is just as bad. Hope everyone's had a lovely day today, or having a lovely afternoon. I'm just going to make some usual posts that I'm going to begin my streaming, and then we'll begin and work on more on that Haunter. But obviously before we do anything like that, we're going to do some study painting just to get warmed up. So I'm just going to make a few posts here. It shouldn't take long. Again, I'm pretty quick at doing these things, so... yeah, oh, edits. There we go. There we go. Boom, bam. So now... and on the LF group, did I delete it? I think I did delete it. Yeah, I did delete it. Good. Well, I'm gonna put the volume down a bit just on my side because it's a bit loud. Some stream labels as well, so I can see what's going on in the older. Update status stuff. And right, just gonna make a quick post on a few channels and then we'll begin. So I was considering buying an aircon. Obviously been saying this for almost like 2 years now, to get an aircon or not to get an aircon, and I still haven't got an aircon yet. And yeah, and it's already summer. Summer has crept back in, and it's really warm again. It reduces my flow of productivity by a lot, so I need to try and find a way to fix this. I may just get an aircon, but we'll see. I'll just outright buy one. There we go. There we go. Pick that. And on FE as well. Let's see, where's the add posty post? Some nice posts on there. Okay. Boo, 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 boo. Come on, submit. There we go. That's for paintings. Pokémon battery stuff. Okay, there we go. There we go. And disable comments because minimal duration for this thing is 24 hours. Okay, cool. There we go. So I think everything's... oh, actually, Twitter. Always leave that place last. And always forget. Mr. Lung. How's it going, Mr. Lung? And he joins and leaves. Okay. Oh. Dear oh dear. Boy oh boy oh boy. There we go. There we go. Let's go through and retweet that as well. Do a little cheeky retweet along with it. Okay, I think that's everything. Everything's been posted and whatnot. Okay. Cool. So let's switch back to our cam here so you can see what I've been doing. Look at that. So this what we did last time. Alright. So I think maybe I should try another pose, another head. And obviously I've forgotten to plug my tablet in. That means I've got to restart Photoshop again. There we go. Things I keep forgetting to do. before I start a stream. I was in VR chat just moments ago, so that's probably why I left VR chat straight away and then jumped into streaming. And yeah, some people were playing pool, so I was just watching them play. A rather interesting match unfolded on there, so it's yeah, good to see that. Like someone was about to win on pool and then they lost. They lost completely by putting the white ball in when they put the black in. They were what a match! It's so close. It's a close win as well. So nice to watch that. Let me just check if the brush is actually. Oh, it is actually. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't need to restart anything. It's noticed I've. Okay, that's good. Good. Don't do anything. I don't need to do anything whatsoever. Great. Okay. So this is what I did last time. Well, my last time, as in last week, I think, and then this is the one I did yesterday's stream. So I'm not going to do the same person again because it's nice to break away from that a bit and try something different, right? Different head. So I'm going to find a different head. I think I've got some hidden under here, I think. Let me see. I think I've got that woman. Oh, yeah, I've got that woman. I think I've done that one already. I think I've got a bunch more hidden away on my lovely reference folder, which I've moved the folders around a bit so I can't find it. Let me just load it up here. Yeah. Oh my god, there's a photo of me without a beard and stuff. I could probably do a self-portrait of myself, but that, yeah. No, not yet, no. Some statues as well. Could paint statues, but actually, statues are pretty cool, actually. So, oh. Yeah. Statues are cool to do, but the quality of the photo is not that good either. So I've noticed I don't really have any head portraits. Maybe I do, but they're all just hidden away somewhere. I thought I did, but let me just double check this. Let me check. Hang on, hold it a second. Yeah, I don't. Alright, that's fine. Let me just type in portraits. Portraits, head. Oh, I don't know. I don't really. All I got is that 3D cubic head and what's another animal heads portrait. Actually, what's this? No, that's silly heads. No, let's type in portraits. Portrait. There's none. Okay, right. Guess I have to go the old-fashioned way. You check online. Portraits. References. Portrait references. Okay, here we go. This one's nice. There's a good one there. Oh, quite some nice. Oh, this one's pretty. So I'm trying to find ones which don't have much Photoshop applied. That photo, like that kind of photo manipulation applied to it. Some have like really high exposure, which makes them not good. I don't know if that's actually a photo or not. Oh, this one's good. Yeah, this one's good. Right, we'll bring this in. Oh, it's another female head. And if I scale it down, it's not. Oh, taking its time scaling down there. Oh, there we go. do that again. I think for a moment I thought it got moved out the way. It got pushed out the way. There we go. Actually, wait a minute. Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I could just do that. There we go. That's what I was trying to do before. There we go. Hey, hey, that's better. So that's good. Plop there. Plop that in there. Right, let's hide some of these layers so we don't need them in our canvas. And that's, where's that from? That's the base. That can go. Go with that base. There we go. Do another fill there. Right. Okay, cool. I think we're ready. Let's go a quick swig of water because it is very warm here and obviously it's best to stay hydrated. A little swig of that. Cool. Right. Let's begin. And I was going to make I want to make a post on some Chapman as well. Oh, come on. Come on. Get it right. How is Galen? How's your work, man? Is it busy? Are you busy working? Worky? Or you one second, I'm just posting on here. Oh, come on. This laptop is exceptionally slow. Oh. Man, the heat is real. That's all I can say. The heat is real. Okay. Oh, Seth. Wow. How's it going? Ooh, 10 crazy people have turned up. Welcome. Woo. How are you guys? This lovely... Oh. Smash Papa, sorry. Thanks for the follow. Whoa. Potato It's on its way to you. Welcome, people. Welcome to this glorious session. Aofi Zebra. Thanks for the follow there. Thank you for the follow. Potato It's on its way. Yes. Those potatoes are just been shifted out to all you lovely people, and welcome. I've just started streaming. I've just got to do a little warm up before I jump onto working on the Pokemon here. I thought I'd do like Pokemon art instead this time round. So I've been doing a bunch of them. So I'm going to flesh this out a bit more. I started yesterday, concepting up an idea, and then take it one step further. Make it my own rather than just outright copying the reference of what it is. But I want to try and add a twist to it. So if you don't know what the Pokemon this is a Haunter, Ghost Pokemon. So it's something different than the EV evolutions I've done. So something more fun. Yeah. How are you people this evening? Seth? How was your stream? It's one of these sort of common questions you have to ask every time. Yeah. How's the stream going here? Looks fun. It looks fierce, yeah. Well, I want to make it look terrifying because if you've ever looked at a Haunter, they don't look scary. They look rather adorable. I mean, I play Pokemon Go a lot, so they're not terrifying. So I thought, looking at this, I thought we need to make it a bit more terrifying. It's a ghost after all. It's a ghost. It can't just be a simple happy chappy ghost. So I have to say more terrifying. Oh. But yes. Thank you for the follow. As always, it's nice to. Nice to get the additional followers. If you like my stuff, you want to hang out with my calming demeanour and calm voice, you come to the right place. Yes. Oh, before I begin, I'm going to set a timer so I don't get carried away on this, because like when I do studies, I get carried away. I've done like streams where I was meant to do a warm up, and the warm up goes on for 2 hours. That's not really a good way to. I'm well, Seth. Thank you. Glad to know your stream went well. Yeah, I've just been busy. I was actually on VR chat just moments ago. Catching up with people. It's become like an everyday thing now. So at 5 or 6 o'clock, we go to VR chat and then just, you know, chat. So I went on there just to hang out for a bit, and before you know it, it was already 9:30. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to stream. So, but the weather's getting warm now, and it's like I'm heating up. I'm getting a bit cooked. So I may need to invest in an air conditioning unit. I may just have to do that. It's whew. Or maybe just not have my cam on, so they don't see me sweating away like like just a sweaty person drawing away, slavering away. Because yesterday's stream I had to cut it short a bit, but I tried to cut it short. It ended up going for 2 hours, which is fine. But it's getting to a point where it was just so hot to draw and you can't focus. So, and obviously if I turn the fan's blowing underneath me, but I think the microphone's kind of picking it up a bit. You can probably hear like a jet engine kind of noise, but yeah, I need to find a way to solve that. I know Guinea gets carried away with grass. Scenery's banned. Yeah, grass can be tricky. Yeah, grass can be therapeutic. Drawing bits of floral stuff. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Grass is one of the sort of things you can spend a whole eternity just drawing each little strand and stuff. Okay, let me just start the timer. Okay, here we go. We're gonna draw this lovely lady. So I've got sweaty palms as well because the room is that warm, and I'm using a normal tablet. Don't really rely on any of those screen tablety things. Use it at work all the time. I used to use that in most studios all the time, but nothing ever, I always prefer using the old-fashioned tablet. I'm used to it, so it's good. It's all fine. Nowadays, I mean, a lot of people are moving towards screen tablets. It's good to see that, that technology allows that sort of thing. I mean, get screen tablets back in my day was like a extreme luxury that only studios could buy, and it wasn't like a consumer thing. It was more of a professional thing. So it's it's nice to see that it's now readily available to any creative person that wants to get into creativity and just make something out of it. Yeah, I've heard some artists say the regular tablets are best. Yeah. Interest. That's what I've got. I'm using Interest 4. This is from 2012, I think. Probably a lot older. It's probably a lot more older than that. It still works. It hasn't broken yet. Someone kindly gifted me an XP Pen screen tablet to try out, and that's a good tablet. It's a good screen tablet. It works without any mains power, so you can plug it into your laptop, and the laptop powers the screen tablet. Really, really handy. And yeah, the quality of it is similar to the Cintiq. Like XP Pen and I think Huion, they're both catching up to Wacom. So the only drawback that the other tablets don't have is obviously the color accuracy. The 4K version of the Intuos has a better gamut range, but saying that XP Pen and Huion will probably catch up in no time. They probably will have it. They'll nail it, and that's going to give Wacom a run for its money. Because I mean, I've used the XP Pen. I thought it was fantastic. It's almost like a Cintiq. You won't know the difference. I think the only thing I could comment on is the features, like the tools and stuff, like configurations and stuff. Wacom has a bit more configuration. Wacom has a bit more options you can do with the tablet. But the XP Pen has some limitations of that sort, but I'm sure you can just probably email them and say, look, can we have this on the next update? And they probably will do it, which is nice. I'm sure they'll do it. The other problem I faced with the XP Pen is I can't install Wacom drivers with the XP drivers. They don't like each other, so it's one or the other. That's why on my main machine I only have the Wacom, and on my laptop it's the XP Pen because that way I can travel to studios and stuff, take the tablet with me, and draw on that. So it's really cool, really cool. Yeah. Rambling on there. Less rambling, more drawing. Oh yeah, Indy's got a Huion on larger screen. Okay. Cool. She pushed that for color accurate screen, and she can check against buying 4K. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can always just buy a what's it called, calibrator. I think the screen one, the bigger screen ones, they have their own display driver, so you can probably calibrate it, right? And then you can set the balance of it, color balance of it. Fix what colors are off on the factory setting ones, but I've been seeing a lot of screens now, that artist ones, which are now more accurate. So I'm just thinking if I should buy. I was thinking of buying myself a Cintiq, but instead I might just buy another monitor. It's probably better to have another monitor. That's my preference. That's just my preference. But because I've still got the interest, right? The interest it still works. Why get something new when it's not broken? So I mean, it's nice to get new. Excuse me. It's nice to get It's nice to get new toys. I do like new toys, but yeah. If this breaks, then I'll get a Cintiq in the end eventually, or maybe get another screen, another tablet, normal cheap. In fact, I might just get another Intuos 4. Go on eBay. I'm sure on eBay you can probably get something similar like that. Oh, hang on, I just lost the Picato chat window. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Bear with me. So I'm streaming on multiple platforms here. So you've got people on a couple of folks on Picato, and you've got some people on Twitch, and I don't know. I've not actually checked on YouTube, but if anyone's on YouTube, hello. Yeah, it's always difficult to keep an eye on every chat. I think the software I'm using right now doesn't really bode well for Picato. It used to work for YouTube, and it suddenly stopped working for YouTube. So I may need to get in touch with Restream and get me help, get me back on the saddle on fixing the chat problem. Because right now I have like multiple chat windows open for each chat, so I can just so that if someone says anything, I can kindly respond. Otherwise, it just feels bad if I'm ignoring them, even if it's just a little hello. Gotta say hi. My sweaty palms are getting in the way of this, drawing this ear. There we go. Okay. Chin, your chin's down there actually, so there we go. Lips, yeah. So we're making headway on drawing more human heads than anything else, because they're fun. Human heads are fun, right? Human, but obviously nothing beats drawing a furry critter, critter. Which reminds me, I've not drawn any foxy ladies in a while, and that's because when I first started drawing any kind of anthropomorphic art, foxy ladies were the first thing. You know what I mean? That's the way it was. Like I was well into, but not in a naughty way. If that's what you're thinking. No. It was very nice. It was very nice foxy ladies. Very safe for work. That's what it's. It's very innocent. Very innocent artwork. That's what it was about. It wasn't about all these You know what I mean? You know, all sort of things. You know. It was all clean and yeah. But yeah, that's how I got into it. Then I realized that okay, you can do naughties. Oh, fantastic! I always found humans to challenge. Anthro just makes more sense. Oh yeah, no, like, same here. I used to do both. I did a lot of life drawing. So, but on the side I do animal stuff as well. But then like I kind of just drifted off from humans to doing more animals, and then I just forgot that I did a lot of human stuff, and then sometimes it's good to just take a step back and remind oneself like why did you know what made you get into drawing, what was it? And so this stuff I'm doing right now, it kind of brings back the good old days. I remember the good old days when I would sit there in a coffee shop or in a library or at a life drawing class and just draw the human form. And I would even like the studio I used to go to, which I used to do a lot of life drawing at. They had a skeleton, an actual full skeleton hanging from a metal pin, whatever you call it. And you also had these like statues, really anatomical correct statues like that size, really well detailed. And I'd spend a day, like an evening or even a day, just like sitting there looking at it and just like drawing from it, and then having the George Bridgman book, which is how to draw constructive anatomy. I would spend time comparing what I've drawn, what I see, and what's really there. If that makes sense, and it's trying to bridge that gap. Trying to bridge that gap of what you're seeing, and it makes it easier, right? It makes it easier to know what's going on, because like I know a lot of people get frustrated and stuff, and it's fine. I get frustrated when I don't know something, but like quite recently, I was not yesterday, but I think it was last week. I think it was last week before the convention on Friday. I did a stream on last Wednesday, and was talking about Clip Studio Paint, and I still haven't understood how to paint in that, because I haven't actually read anything about it. I've not read the instructions or anything, the guides and what the brushes do. So I'd easily get frustrated in terms of like not knowing how it works. Obviously, I should just read the manual, but I tried messing around with the brushes and stuff, and I got fed up. I went back to Photoshop, but yeah. So it's all about knowing, isn't it? Knowing these things, how things work, why they're there. Once you know how things work, the frustration goes away because you know exactly what it does. And I think I paid the price there of not reading up on it. But aside from painting in CSP, the inking tools are great. Line tools in that software is phenomenal. Especially the perspective ruler stuff. That's great. Saves a lot of time. Just like smash out some 3-point perspective drawings, just like that. You'd have to like in Photoshop. I've got a grid brush which just draws out a grid and some lines like vanishing points. It takes ages to mark out everything you want. Whereas in Clip Studio, you can just quickly snap to line it all up, done. Clip takes a lot of time. I seem to take a lot of time. We managed to import the brushes over. Yeah, I tried importing my brushes over. It didn't like it. It worked. It worked to some extent, but it didn't do exactly what I wanted it to. Because I think Photoshop has a really, I don't know. Photoshop has one way of doing stuff to the brushes, but it's a shame really. It would have been nice if most of the brushes I use came across nicely, because I use a lot of grungy brushes. It put me out of a job as a flatten artist as well. Indie can now flatten images. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Cool. There we go. Okay. Get the lips in. gonna. How long have I got left? I got 6 minutes. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna bump up for another 20 minutes just to spend time some blocking in because I haven't reached the blocking stage yet. Just piddling with the lines or just lining around, sketching it all in. Yeah. Comic inking can take ages. I find colouring in comics is the most boring part. Like especially when you got filling flats and cleaning up the lines and everything. It's a laborious process, but it has to be done right. And I guess it's probably better to pay someone to do it. I guess it depends on the kind of outcome you're looking for as well. But yeah, it's I used to hate that. It's one of those sort of things like, oh, here we go. Okay, just got a vest there. There we go. Ooh, oh boy, hot. So I was actually doing some research on the difference between air coolers and air conditioning units. So I'm still on the fence about maybe just spending a little bit of money and getting like just having like an air cooler or an air conditioner. Yeah, it's very time consuming. I was trying to help her produce the comic faster. See, when I was making comics myself, I was that close to hiring someone just to do the work for me, but then I didn't because I had to make sure the person that colours it in knows the process, like knows how to do it, because otherwise what you don't want is someone that colours it in or flat colours it in and does it badly. In other words, you have to go back in there and fix their mistakes, and it makes it easier just to let yourself, just do it yourself really. But yeah, it's a tricky thing really. I mean, yeah, it all depends on the output, on the kind of output you're looking for. It's a really tricky one. Okay. Yeah, native colours. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a neutral base value down there. There we go. Boom. In fact, I should probably just use that. I'm just going to eye drop that in so I can just get a good. Just get that in place. Okay. Save a bit of time with that because I don't need the background. Background's not really the important part. Just want to make sure I get the lighting in there right. Okay, cool. So let's start blocking in this head. Turn off the opacity. There we go, that's better. Right, turn off the pressure sensitivity. There we go, that's better. Block that head in, and I've only got left. So what was better, AC or cooler? See, this is the thing, right? So AC will typically, will pretty much cool anything, right? They'll just sort your problems out completely. Both pricey and it consumes a lot of power. The wattage on air conditioning units are insane. Like we're talking like a lot. So if you're willing to spend a bit more and accept high energy costs, then the air conditioner is great. It also dehumidifies your room as well, which is what I guess this is what I'm feeling right now. It's like my room is pretty humid, so yeah, it's like the heat is really kicking in. And then you have an air cooler. Now the air cooler, this is a weird one. So if I'm correct, it adds water into the air and it cools down like that. So I guess it works if you've got dry heat, then actual moisture heat, something along those lines. So I've been trying to think like what one kind of works. And obviously with the air cooler, it's just a fan which blows out water. So you fill it up with water, or you fill up the reservoir with iced water, and what happens is the fan blows the cool, with water vapor into the air to cool it down, basically. So, but the thing is, it depends on what. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've been reading reviews that obviously air coolers kind of work if you live in a dry desert. You know, dry desert where it's really humid. An air cooler would work because there's no water in the air, so you're adding cool air into the air around you, so it stay cooler. But in the UK, I don't know if that actually would work or not. If it's just you know. You won't get that much. You won't feel. I mean, right now I have a fan. Would it make a difference? I don't think it'll make that much difference compared to to me owning a. So if I mean comparing it to a fan and an air cooler, both will probably produce the same amount of coolness. If that makes sense. Whereas an air conditioner will just probably nail it. But again, it's all about the power consumption. So does that consume less power, including? Yeah. So water cooling, like the air coolers probably consume a lot less energy because it's just a fan that's just blowing out cold water vapors. But the question is, does it dehumidify the room? I don't think it will. I'm not sure. So I've just been spending a lot of time researching this because I want to make sure that if I get something, I want to make sure it does the job. Otherwise, you end up with something that's not doing what it's meant to. Obviously, the air conditioner unit will probably do its job. Oh, let's reset the timer again. There we go. It's 20 minutes. Yeah. So it's So I've been thinking about this because it's getting really warm now. I assume it's going to get a lot warmer as we progress through July and August, and this right now is probably a good time to probably invest in something, right? Invest in something that's going to keep you cool. And obviously for streaming, it's yeah, you need something to keep you focused. Otherwise, it's all gone. It's not good. It's not good at all. So yeah, need to find something quick. I need to tomorrow get the fan from the loft down. My fan's still my desk fan is in the loft right now, so I need to get that down tomorrow and have it blistering air in my face just to keep me cool. But to be honest, last year it didn't really do much either because it was blowing cool air, warm air in my face because it's just it's just air in your room that's just being blown back into your face. So it's not really ideal. But I did have the window open. I actually positioned the fan so it blows air inwards from outside. That kind of helped-ish. But the problem is I've got a window where the top part opens. So it's not the ones we open from the bottom, which is a shame really because that would have helped a lot. So I have to try and makeshift like a harness to put the fan on, so it's leaning against the window that's partially open. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know what I want to do, but I'll have to try and think of a way to position that fan so it blows air in, or maybe blow air out, because that can work as well. Blowing all the warm air out into the open might be better. Ah. Problems. But yeah, there is a thought of me just getting the air conditioner, just outright buy the damn thing. But I run into another problem, and that problem is the exhaust pipe. So like I said, my window opens from the top out like this, kind of like a outward thing. So you have to get a special kind of tube kit for those kind of windows, and I've been looking around for one, so I need to buy one of those for an air conditioning unit, because most air cons have an exhaust pipe that goes outside. So there's more fiddly things I have to do. Just want cold air. Just want cool air, please. Oh. Do. There we go. See, that's my woes of aircon. But I'll have to think of something fast before the heat kicks in. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. means less streaming because, or actually, I could probably stream, but minus the webcam. Or maybe get a vest. Stream in my vest. I'll get a string vest. Zod in the vest. There you go. I think my values are a bit too high. I'm gonna just knock them down a bit. Oh, that's way. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's a bit darker. So, yeah. Oh, itchy nose. Okay, socket here, getting that cheekbones. Okay, shape that nose in there. Olivia Tree, how's it going? Yeah, doing facey warm up, and then I'm gonna do some Pokémon. Shame on you, always games behind. Humid is going. It's humid. I know. We were just having a discussion about to get an air conditioning unit or an air cooler. I don't know if you can shed some light on your thoughts on either of those devices. I was just saying, one of my concerns is obviously I need the window I've got opens outwards. Here you are live, and I don't see any adversary discourse. Oh, I forgot. I started pretty late. I was in VR chat. Nuni, and I just like 2 minutes like in VR chat. I realised I've got to stop. Jumped straight out of VR chat and went straight to live. I'm like, okay, flail around, post everywhere. No, it's fine. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. I'll be honest with you. This week, I just didn't feel like streaming. It's so warm, but also not only that. It's just I don't know about you guys. I felt exhausted from confuzzled. I just felt tired. I've never felt so tired, like just from a virtual con. Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure, but like, wow, I was like, I'm completely drained. Or maybe it's just the heat. Like the heat was just making me feel tired. But whatever it was like, damn. I'm like, spend some money and get a good one. Don't get one that's blowing air over water to cool the room. That sucks. You want to dehumidify air conditioning unit. That's ours had a tube and you just put the yeah. I might just I might just do that. I might just make a rash decision and just buy an aircon just like that and just go for it. I've seen one for like £250, so I may just get that and get that put in place and go with it because it's you know what, you're right. A couple of hundreds gets you something that does the job exactly. No, I agree. I can tell you, last summer, oh my god, I was like, I was just laying in bed like, oh, just helpless, like, help me, help, so hot. It's like, oh man, it was painful. It was painfully warm. I cannot express. Yeah, we were at 26 about half an hour ago, and now we're at 24 degrees. Oh man, it's just, yeah. I think it's time to invest. I might just order it maybe tomorrow. Just do like just an instant order of a device and just go with it and see what happens. I think. Oh man, unbelievable. Yeah, I kept saying to myself that last year, like, I will get an air conditioning because I don't want to be going through the same thing that happened last year, again. And I think if I don't do it now, I think the same thing's gonna happen again. I'm still gonna get roasted. You don't need an empty. You don't need an empty water tank though. Water pulls out of the air, goes into somewhere. Okay, so I shouldn't get a water cooling one. Yeah, is that right? The water cooler, because you can get air coolers, right? Air coolers are not air conditioning units, right? They're different. They're very different devices, right? I need some clarity on this because I've been trying to get it right, y'all. Don't get the ones that you need. Don't get the ones you need to put. You need to put water. Oh, right, yeah. Even that's what you need. Dehumidifying. Okay. So not an air cooler. In fact, I tell you what, right? If you can link me to someone on Amazon, if you know any on Amazon that you recommend, link me them. I can probably do like a little check. I can actually do a little further because I've been trying to like read up on these things this afternoon, like whilst I was working, and yeah, it would be nice to know exactly like what ones to try and potentially get, you know, what ones to look out for, and I can probably make a decision of just getting one, right? Oh man, my sweaty palms are not helping with this lady's face. Oh, by the way, I need to retweet the video. I forgot. I'll do it tomorrow. So I'm gonna try and tweet that out and stuff, and maybe post it on FA as well. Completely forgot. I was going to do that today, and work today has been really busy because obviously we're back from bank holiday and everything's just like spazzing out. Like, yeah, we need to get this done by this Friday. Oh, I swear, you know, we're doomed. I'll send you a link to one we have, but we've got on sale from a store rather than Amazon. Yeah, no, of course, no, that'd be great. That'd be great. One of the things I noticed, I think the one I need is, because my room is not that big, so I think my room is like 5,000 BTU ish. So because the BTU value is also important for these air cons, right? The BTU. That's what someone told me. Check the BTU of your air conditioned unit. So that needs to be sorted out. Because if you get the wrong kind of aircon that it's not made for your room, then it won't cool it down. Yeah, well, we were cooling postage in the room. Now we're in. Oh, okay. Sweet. But it's still managing nice. Yeah, I mean, right now I'd be happy if my room was like 18 degrees or like 16 degrees, just a normal room and just not as stuffy. It's a really stuffy room. Exceptionally stuffy. Plus, I mean, ultimately you can point the thing at you and cool you directly with that, and we're trying to cool the room. Yeah, of course. So you both, you and Nuni have got like an air conditioned unit, is that right? Or is it an air cooler? I'd like to know that. Just gonna fix that mouth there. Oh, it's mobile air conditioner has wheels. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's what I need. Yeah, one with wheels in place. Yes, get some wheels in there. Wheel it around. It does weigh 18 kilograms, so it's mobile. You have to lift the thing up on the tables. Oh, yeah. So like one of the problems I face, I've just mentioned it. I don't know if you heard me say it, is that my windows. I've got those windows where it's the upper part opens up outwards like this, you know, like an outwards open window thing, like that. So it's up. So it's trying to make sure that if the aircon has like, you know, pipes and stuff, it has to go up and over. Oh, yeah, yours do that. Yeah, so I might need to get some sort of table or something, or some sort of platform to position it so it goes upwards a bit. But yeah, dang, more problems. I'm just going to zoom back a bit here because I can then see the face a bit more. Okay, yeah, cheekbones are well off there. Just going to blow this in. I think her face is a bit more stretchy than mine, so I'm going to have to go. That chin as well. That chin is what's making it look a bit elongated. There you go. Yeah, a little table may be necessarily a bit of a pain in the butt. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably find a way to lift it up a bit more. But yeah, that's the problem I'm facing right now with this situation, where if I get it, it's trying to place it up somewhere. How long have I got left? I think I've gone beyond 20 minutes. I've got 5 minutes left. Oh, so much for a warm up. I think I need to maybe increase my warm up times, because I don't spend too long on warm ups that I don't really get to finish it. So this is like nowhere near finished. I'm spending more time blocking and fixing areas, and obviously trying to get the values in. But yeah, I've got to get it right. Get carried away with these things, you know, you get carried away. Oh. I was going to say, at some point, are you guys going to be visiting London or something? Or maybe I should probably come up to Gloucester to see if there's any meets that happen over there. Be cool to hang out. Do a cheeky hangout. Soon, expecting another lockdown. What? Isn't? Oh no! And I've not even had my jab yet. Not even had my jab. And there's another lockdown coming. Oh dear, oh dear. What is going on in this world? And what is going on with this? Was I picking up this value? What? Hang on, what's going on here? Ah. Okay. Oh no. See, this is what happens. Like, they open the doors and everyone goes crazy. Like, I'll be honest. On Saturday, I went to London on Saturday. And it's like people were behaving as if like nothing had happened. You know, it was surreal. It's like, obviously I didn't mind it, but I was concerned for my own health. Like people walking around without masks and stuff, and just, you know, at bars, or even in bars, people were like up close to each other and whatnot, and just carelessness. I don't know. I just don't get it anymore. People just. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, you know. That eye's a bit wide as well. It's a bit bright as well. Yeah, nuts. We get front row seats next to the pub. Oh, that must have been horrible to see, like all these people just, you know, drinking up close, you know, forgetting that there's like what's just happened, and this, you know, it's not over yet, and yet people are just like behaving as if, oh yes, they're cured now. Okay, let's just go crazy, and then it's gonna come back again, and now back at square one again once more, and then they're gonna get more variants, which are gonna get in the way. Oh, humans, won't they ever learn? Won't they ever learn, humans? think might have to move on to painting the Pokemon in a minute, because got 1 minute left. And I've still been bumming around with this piece. I may come back to this tomorrow, maybe, or just redo it again. What I tend to do is I'll keep doing the same piece again. So tomorrow, actually, no, I can't do tomorrow. Tomorrow's gaming night. Sorry. Oh damn, I forgot about that. I completely forgot. Today's Wednesday and tomorrow's gaming night. I keep thinking today was Tuesday. Sorry. I know. Oh my god. That Monday just wrecked me up. Someone with a megaphone shout, keep the noise down, there's a lockdown, people. Oh, so hang on, you guys live literally facing, do you live like facing the pub? Is that what it is? So you can hear the noise and everything? Damn, that's, I wouldn't like that. Noisy punters drinking and shouting and, whatnot. Yeah, we're next door neighbours to it. Oh man, that's just, I feel for you guys. And the guinea pigs. Damn. Oh, have you considered? I know this is like the future talk now because obviously we're still in lockdown. If Schoolism does its event again, oh there we go. Have you considered like going to another Schoolism event if it happens again? Because I was just thinking about Schoolism. I found one of my art station stickers from one of the goodie bags that I got from them. I've just probably got myself into in order. Okay, yeah, of course. You have to know where you're going. You have to know where you're going. Right, this silly face has to go on hold for now because I want to try and work on the Pokemon. Cool. For 1 hour, for 40 minutes. Okay. I mean, these were done in these were done in 40 minutes, but I got a bit. These were a bit faster. Yeah. So this was one before, and then this is the one I did again, 40 minutes. So yeah, faster. Get faster each time. Faster painting. That's where it's at. Cool. I'll come back to this next on my next session. I may work on it again on tomorrow, maybe just at lunchtime when I've got some time to myself. So we're back to this thing, this monstrosity Pokemon. I've not even actually researched what colours I'm going to go for. I haven't actually researched any of that, so I think that'll be on the next session. But for now, I just want to finalise it. Maybe block in a few colours and see what happens. But this is kind of like we call a wing it kind of thing. I'm just going to get some references. It's called a Haunter. That's it, Haunter. There we go. Always forget these names. Vanta Black, the colour of Vanta Black, the colour of nightmares. I was going, it might be a dark scene, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't think it'll work in a brighter tone, but maybe purple, because it's a purple creature, right? So purple and black tend to go along really well. Maybe it had a bit of red in there as well, because it's got that glow in its mouth. Its mouth has reddish in it, so maybe I can put some red in there, or blues. Maybe give you like a retro feel. Purple, black, red, and blue. Let's see what we can come up with. Yeah, because normally when I paint, I always plan ahead. I normally plan before I stream it, but when I'm doing it on the spot, that's when things go a bit wrong. Let's think about how the blackest black artistically would be fascinating to see how people make use of light absorbing colour. Yeah. Vanta is amazing. Vanta Black is scaly suit would be awesome. Yes. Oh. I'll trigger your message. Cool. Oh, AGV, cheers for the advert there on Faux Dealers. Sorry, yeah. Like, tell you what, I need to revisit my Discords and try and leave myself from certain groups, because I've joined so many groups nowadays. Like I'm in a lot of like not Twitch, but like groups which are like for streamers. I don't know why I was in there. I don't really use it as much, and nothing really goes on in those rooms other than people just spamming links. I don't think anyone actually bothers to visit those things. So I think it's time to brush up and clear out some of those oldie, useless servers which I just don't participate as much in. But yeah, thank you for that. Oh. So I was going to block this in for now, because at least we have the shape in there. I just want to check the silhouette as well, because yesterday I was focused on this particular horn here, this one here that I'm outlining. I was trying to get the silhouette right, because I want to get the shape spot on. I don't want to make some wonky shape. I want this shape to be visible, right? It's all about shape. So I want to see how this looks as a whole now, and if I like it, we'll go with it. If not, I might tweak those horns a bit. I've got really into social streaming. The dealers group has been fantastic for networking. Yes, I've noticed a lot of people have now been joining that group, and it's I think it's a nice hub for creators to, share ideas and share knowledge, and I think that's something that's not been done often, because most dealers tend to keep their information to themselves, which is fine, but for basic information and tips and stuff, it's great. I think that should. I mean, this kind of group would have been nicer to have when I started dealing. I mean, rather than winging it when I first started. I was telling Tree and then Leprous and all and Co when we were deciding the panel stuff that I kind of winged it on my first dealers den session in a relatively small convention. And I didn't know what I was doing. I just sat there. Had a folder with my artwork on there and just sat there. That was it, really. And the funny thing is, like, because it was a relatively small convention, I did get orders. That's great, but again, the going back, thinking about that moment, there's so many things I could have done better that I didn't do, and obviously, again, you don't know these things, and it's a great way to also get some insight of deciding for yourself, do you want to be a dealer? Because a lot of people are not really cut out for dealing. That's just me being honest. Sometimes you've got to face reality in these things, isn't it? Even if you're talented and you're doing it as a hobby, but you don't like dealing with customers, you're not a customer facing person, it may not be something that you may want to do. So it's tricky. It's a tricky thing, but at least with resources like this, it gives you an insight of what to expect, right? I think that's important, rather than being hurled into it, because it can be a bit of a shocking surprise when you standing there, people walking by, looking at your work, and then you feel a bit, you feel like a rush of anxiety running through you, and not knowing what to say to other people that go past your table, and how to deal with things like that. It's not easy. It's not easy, I can tell you. Because there have been times, right? I'll be honest. There have been times. I'm sure I don't know if Tree's ever had this before, or if anyone else has. Like, I've said hi to people and they would just completely blank me. Literally blank me as if I wasn't even there. I'll drink some coffee in 1 second. Coffee. Colombian coffee. Great stuff. Yeah. They have completely blanked me. I say, like, how's it going? And they just look at me and just walk away. And I'm like, okay, maybe didn't like it. He didn't want to talk to me at all. So yeah, but that's fine, So yeah, you get shy people, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I've had a few people like that. I've had people like that just ignore me, literally ignore me. Shy is hard. Yeah, 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 exactly. It's something that cannot be trained, isn't it? It's you can't train anyone. You can't prepare for that. You know, the best you can do is just go for it and see. Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned before, and I think in the video that we made, right, is looking at the mirror and talking to yourself in the mirror can boost some form of confidence. You know, talking to yourself in the mirror, being vocal. Retail is an interesting one. I'll get in that working in the shop. Hello to everyone. And yeah, like I'll be honest, Zebra. Like I used to work in Maplins. My first job, my first job in retail was actually no, no, actually my first ever job that freaked the hell out of me was telesales, and I lasted for 1 day. I didn't go back to it ever again. I didn't realize telesales was telephone sales, telephone sales. I thought telesales was something computer related. You know, like oh, you just send emails out or something. Mind you, I was like 17 at the time. I didn't really have a clue what I was doing. All I know was I needed a job. So job means money. That's all I knew. And yeah, yeah, exactly, Olive. Exactly that. So I went there, and and like, oh, the person in charge, she was a bit like a tyranty kind of woman. And she said, "Oh, if you don't do enough sales, you're out of here," like that, you know. And we had to sit in these little booths, and we had these scripts in front of us. And at the time, I had like I did have social anxiety at the time. Like I was really like shy, not I was shy, but I was really scared as well. I was like, don't know what I was doing, and telesales just was a nightmare. It was like 3 hours of night of 3 hours of or 4 hours of just pain, and I managed to get through it somehow. And I had a few people, angry people on the phone as well, and stuff like that. But yeah, never doing that again. But like that was my first job. But then after that, my second job was working for Maplins, and then Maplins was okay, but I hated it. Again, you dealt with customers who are can be obnoxious or just looking to have a go at you because they've been shortchanged by another store or whatever. So and yeah, Maplins, yeah, they train you to as Zebra said, they train you to talk. When you arrive, when someone comes and you say, "Oh, hello, how are you? Welcome to Maplins, blah blah blah. Can I help you?" And all this scripted crap, you know. I didn't follow that, but there's a lot of stuff in tech. So retailers, you do get to say 20% of the public flat out. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Noise was then horrendous too. Oh yeah, I just chalked it up to having a bad day. Grief, not personal. Yeah, people talk softly to you at a table. No, yeah. Yeah, telesales. Don't. That's the worst job ever. My first job was catering. Ooh, actually, that's catering. I don't know. I've never done. I can't say from experience. But I guess catering might be better than telesales, right? But I did door to door. Oh my god, door to door charity. Oh my god. Yeah, door to door is like similar to telesales, isn't it? You're knocking on random people's doors just to wind them up. I can. Yeah, my ex used to work on the phones sales department and collect the phone. People getting money up. Oh yeah. Anything that involves interrupting someone's daily life, you're gonna have a bad time. I think so door-to-door salesman, telesales, those sort of things involve communicating with someone who's busy. Like, for example, let's say you're streaming and you get a knock on the door and it's a salesperson, you'd be fuming, right? You'd be like, go away. We'll probably get tree answering the door, but still, it's like, yeah, it's not, yeah, he wouldn't answer it. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. Not answering is the best of course of action, but those that do answer it, they're not happy, and then that's when things go downhill, right? Oh man, I try to be polite, you know. I learned, doing these things. You learn from these things, and like you realize that these people are do these things to make a living, and last thing you do is blast at them. So I do be polite and say, look, sorry, don't wanna waste your time. I think the worst ones are the telesales ones. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Oh no, Picato's stopping problems. Oh dear, Picato. Ah. Yeah. We had a charity person last week. Spoke to Ian, gave her some script to donate. Yeah. Everything is scripted. Yeah. I think door-to-door people, you can just. I think the best way to get rid of door-to-door people is just say you got an important phone call. You're doing something really important that or working, can't talk to them. Sorry, goodbye. But telephone people, they just keep on going. I actually made someone waste their time talking to me. Literally, I think they got angry and just hung up eventually. But he probably think I led him on or something. He thought I was actually interested in buying something, but no, I wasn't. It's like, go away. Go away. Take no for an answer. Oh. Is Nuni playing a game of some sort? And I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Oh no! Oh dear! Drawn on the wrong layer. There we go. That's better. Oh, actually, there's a game I saw on Steam, and someone on Discord recommended me to give it a look-see. It's called Demio. Have you guys heard of it? It's called Demio. Zombie 5. Oh yeah, I need to wait for that game is on sale, and then I might get that game. I might just buy it, instant buy it once it's on sale. Yeah. Having trained people on sale, I'm now quick tricks to know how to shut them down really quickly. That's good. But I'm like you. I rarely answer the door to anyone now. Just don't answer the door. Just like go away. Okay. Yeah. Check out that game, Demio. Excuse me. It looks really cool. It's like Hero Quest, but in VR. I think it supports non-VR as well. I'll donate your charity if you just buy a bunch of potatoes. Do it for the Potato Lives Matter charity, and then you got my vote. You got my vote. Potato Lives Matter. Spud Lives Matter. Spud Lives Matter. Spud Lives Matter. Yeah. See, I was thinking of actually getting a Spud avatar made for VR chat, not VR chat, face rig stuff. So I'd be a floating potato, bobbing around, doing his little thing, He'll be like a side character, like that I call upon. Watch that. You haven't seen the Spud characters, like they're like MS Paint like drawn characters. They're really nicely drawn. I think someone actually a Flying Lung, who AK Gallon, he actually made me a 3D avatar for VR chat. It's a Spud with a Wacom tablet on his back. We need to hopefully, hopefully try and maybe once I get the Ryzen 9 sorted for this machine, I want to try and see if I can get like maybe face rig or something set up, and then try that and see how it looks, and maybe get it working on here. Because it's just a Spud with a 2D face. Hopefully try and animate the 2D face and mouth, bobbing around, like wobbling around, and whoop, whoop. Yeah, Spud plays horror games. I like that idea. Had this all pictured out. It's all planned out. You see, a potato character, because you get a lot of furry avatars, which, don't get me wrong, they're fantastic and they're lovely, but you never get a Spud. You never get a Spud. So, has to be done. I think it'll be a fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. Okay. Still have not thought about what colours to go with. Let me just put some colour palettes down and see how this all looks, because I don't know if it's going to work or not. See, normally when I do these things, I research the hell out of it until I've got everything I need, all the colours and everything. So I'd have to do it here. Normally when I'm put on the spot, I start sweating. It's like, damn, I've got to get this all right. You know, get this all right first time. Oof. 100% Spud emotes, Spud t-shirts, Spud mugs. Yeah. Actually, if you want to see a free Spud picture, I'll share it with you. One on my Discord. Hang on, I'll show you a really good one. Hang on. Normally I draw Spuds like there's no tomorrow. Every time I stream, I just do like a little potato. I've even got a potato section. That's how cool it is. How you find it? Oh, hang on. Yeah, where's a good one? Where is it? There's some good ones there. Oh. There's a plum one as well. I found a plum picture. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. I like this one. This one's pretty good. There you go. Look at that one. Look at that. Yeah. There's more in here. Let's find another one. Oh, here's a good one. This one's good as well. Very good as well. Look at that. Look at that. See, the best way to draw Spuds is just draw it as you just draw it. Don't think about it. If you think about it, then you've done it wrong. You've done it very wrong. You're doing it wrong. Don't think about it. It needs to be framed and printed. I'm still trying to find that picture that it was like Galen who made me the model. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to find where it is. Hang on, he linked it. I'm just trying to find where it is now. Checking Discord there. 1 second. I've just got to scroll through everything to find it. Unless Lung, if you're listening, if you can paste me the picture of it on Discord, on a DM. Sorry if you're busy. Probably I'm gonna try and share it on Twitch, if possible. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Also, I noticed that I don't know have you guys seen Back to the Future Part 3? I'm sure everyone's seen that, right? You've all seen it, right? I don't want to be like spoiling it if you have not seen Back to the Future Part 3, or if you kind of remember what it's about and what happened, all that. Because there's something in that film. There's something in that film near the end I saw. There's a clip of it, which blew my mind. I was watching a review of I was watching a review of Army of the Dead, which is obviously so Army of the Dead. I watched a review of it, and apparently the story is almost similar to James Cameron's Aliens, right? And this is a review by Red Letter Media, which is a fairly known reviewing channel on YouTube, and they'll just talking about it, saying like this film kind of looks like reminds of Aliens, like the way the plot is and everything, and the way the film runs. That's fine. And then they started showing clips of other films that kind of boobed up on certain things. And one of it was Back to the Future Part 3. So I'm going to link you this video on YouTube, this YouTube video. You're going to be shocked to see this, and only watch this if you want to be stunned by it. Oh, this is in the movie. This is in the movie, so you are warned. It blew my mind when I saw this properly. I'm like, I must have skipped this. I must have not noticed this. But this happens in the film. It's so yeah. I kind of yeah. What is going on? Ugh. You have been warned when you watch that. You have been warned. I'm still flabbergasted that I did not notice this in the film. How did I not notice that? And it was there. It was there all along. you can't see this. Yeah, when I watched it, I was like, what? How did I miss that? How on earth did I not see that? Like, I think because when Doc Brown is talking, our focus is purely on him and Marty, and yeah, like, you. Clearly, that kid didn't want to be there, or something. Something is up there. Something was. Yeah, what is going on in that? I did warn you. Like when I saw that, like that. Yeah, the moment I saw that, I had to sit back and think about it. It's like, oh, what did I just watch, and how did I not notice this? But yeah, I'm sorry if you've if it's broken anyone's minds in terms of like of Back to the Future, but yeah. Whew. What's that about? The kid. Sneaky little kid. Yeah. Do apologise if it's if it shocked y'all. I had to tell someone. I told Lung about it, and I'm like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What the hell? So basically, I spent I'm gonna spend a few. I might spend like. If only say, oh, let's see, you're gonna break everyone's mind now, Zebra. You know, you're gonna ruin their their memories of Back to the Future, and they think, what, what? Yeah. So yeah, it messed my mind up a bit. I was like sat there thinking, like, and I was just thinking, like, what just happened there? How did I not see this? Oh. Oh. So there's a scene like that. So what reason why reason why I shared that link is obviously in Army of the Dead there like the film does have some technical errors, and that's where they came. That's when the Back to the Future thing came up, and a few other films as well, which had same kind of problems where things like people doing things in the background that no one would notice, and it happens on camera. So. See, I think I'm going to spend my time now looking at other movies where there's technical errors like that, because I think they're gold, and especially on movies that have gone come and gone, and see if there's anything I've missed out on. And I'm sure, because I think the other one, one common one is from Star Wars, New Hope. You know, the stormtrooper that bumps his head on the door when it opens up. Like, no one noticed that, and I think eventually it went viral. I think one way or another went viral. It went viral after someone noticed that the stormtrooper bumped his head on against the door as it opened. So things like that. I mean, there is an error in Army of the Dead as well, where there's a scene where one of the actors brings up a torch and brings up a torch to light up an area. The thing is, the torch is already lit, so he turns off the torch. He brings it up. The torch is already lit. Turns off the torch, turns it back on again. So that's the reason why that's happened, is because they've done so many takes. The actor forgot to turn off the torch to put it back in his pocket to redo the scene again. So things like that caught my eye, and yeah. If you find any more, Zebra, let me know. I'll be keen to know if you discover any bloopers. Actually, I wouldn't, it's not even a blooper. It's something it's something that's I guess it's something that went into the movie, but it didn't get noticed until it's too late, right? I guess that's what kind of falls into. Because if it got noticed, then yeah, they would have been, yeah, they would have cut that out. Add a bit more glowy on its head. There we go. I seem to remember there being one about Lord of the Rings, a car driving across the background. Oh, okay, that'll be a somewhere in New Zealand. Someone on a little road trip, camping trip. They noticed the orcs running with some hobbits, taking them to Isengard, taking hobbits to Isengard. The hobbits. Not sure where I'm going with these color values, but I think it's working. Just blocking them in to see how it all looks, and then we'll mess around with it some more saturation there. Really bump up the saturation. There we go. The nose as well. Maybe a bit more on the teeth as well. Just give them more definition. So the teeth, sharp teeth. Here we go. There we go. Whoop. Well, the hobbits using this and Sunny to get there faster. Oh, very smart. Yeah. Mm. Have you guys watched? Like any of the Hobbit film? Any of the Lord of the Rings films during lockdown? Like back to back. I've actually done like. I actually watched all of Hobbit, and then after that went straight to. You should. I think you should. I recently watched WandaVision recently. WandaVision was sat on a swing and cuffs all down and regular skin. Oh. No, I lived in the island with. No, not during lockdown, but when I lived on an island, we watched. Okay, yeah. It's something to watch. I've been trying to find things to watch. Recently, I've been watching back to back of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's what I've been watching, and and then before that, I was watching Only Fools and Horses. I don't know if you remember that TV show. Great comedy. Oh, Castlevania. I need to catch up with Castlevania. I mentioned this, like, time and time again. I need to catch up and watch Castlevania. Yeah, I need to. That's gonna be a weekend thing, like a Friday thing. Like when I'm sitting down. You just finished Castlevania. Oh my! See, I got up to episode 3, season 4. It's yeah. Wow. I need to quickly catch up with it because the thing is on my Discord server, things can spiral out of control when you have a conversation with someone about Castlevania. They will spill the beans by accident to a point I have to outright mute the conversation so I don't want to hear it. But it's like. They're just as excited as I am, so I understand that. I won't hold it against them, but like, yeah, I want to try and I am gonna try and watch it, get in on it, Honestly, it's fantastic. I'm really happy with it. Okay, cool. Actually, have you guys watched The Blood of Zeus? I thought that was a pretty good, good series. It's the animation quality is similar to Castlevania. I think it's the same studio. Um, it's a good series. Greek mythology mixed with with gore and all that stuff, and obviously you got gods of all sorts. It's really cool, really cool series. I'm hoping they make more of it as well. Yeah, it's really good. I started watching it because there was nothing else to watch, and I was like, oh, I needed something. I needed a fix after waiting for Castlevania. Like so, and then when they announced like Bloody Zeus, I'm like, okay, this looks interesting. Let's give it a go. And the quality was really good. Good. The story's okay, but the animation stuff is top notch. Almost just as the same as Castlevania. I hear He-Man's going down the same route as well. He-Man's going to be on Netflix, and if they do the same kind of style of animation like Castlevania, that's got my vote. I'll be looking forward to that because I tried watching She-Ra and the Princess of Power. The story is good, but the animation quality sucks. I hate that kind of quality. It's so simple. Just finished the Golden Kamui today, which was when the machine was running, and I need to rewatch Demon Hunter. I lost my place in it. Oh, okay. They sound like animes, right? Okay, well, let me just check in Picato. Ooh. There you go. There you go. Oh yeah, Nuni, we should get back into some more Phasmo as well. Good old Phasmo days. Gives me Phasmo in. Keep meaning to return to playing it, but keep getting tired. It's like exhausted. Which reminds me, coffee. Oh, open the lid. Yeah, I think coffee's gone a bit bitter. So, we only got so far into She-Ra. Now, like, I really like K-pop, cinematic style, but really sorry work for me. Yeah, keep me to do Phasmo VR. It is hot, yeah. It's so, yeah. See, like, I don't like those animations. I think for She-Ra, it should have been more like Castlevania style, you know. It's oozing for that kind of style, and it's same with Do you remember Thundercats Raw? It's something I don't really. It's a show I never really like to talk about because it's a show that didn't really it got cancelled. Like the first few episodes, it got cancelled because it was a terrible idea to begin with. They took Thundercats and wrecked it. They wrecked the whole thing. If you Google Thundercats Raw, you'll see the difference. Like I'm sure you guys remember Thundercats, and I don't know who the guy who came up with the idea. Say, oh yeah, like he was saying, oh, people will love this kind of stuff. They'll love it. No, they don't. It was the most horrible move they could ever make. And this guy, who what his name, he led this project to launch Thundercats Raw, and it bombed. It bombed so hard that it didn't see the light of day. I mean, I think they released one season and that was it. The final episode they didn't bother. I think they got cancelled before it could air it or something. But yeah, like so basically, if I remember the timeline, there was Thundercats, the one we know, the great one. Then I think in the 90s there was like an anime version of Thundercats, which was really good, still good. And then that went on for a while, and then it got cancelled, or they just stopped making it. And then we had Thundercats Raw, which was like, yeah, oh my god, I just can't explain. Yeah, it's just awful animation style. It's like as the years go by, the quality of animation styles just goes down with it. But I'm glad like shows like Castlevania are bringing that kind of that kind of look back, and same with um, Invincible. Invincible is a great series as well, and that's kind of got the same kind of quality. It's not, it's simple, but it's not too silly simple. It's good. It's good. It's good simple. It's almost like Justice League quality. If you have not seen Invincible, I highly recommend it. And that's got the voice of J.K. Simmons in it as well. Yes, I agree, Nani. Castlevania. I think what makes the show so good is one, it's got vampires. Two, it's got demons, and three, it's got I've got his name now. The main character. I've got his name. He's funny. Oh, I forgot his name. Oh, what's the guy's name? You know, the main character. He's funny, and you need that joke, you know, bit of silliness in the film, in a series. Trevor, yeah, Trevor something, Trevor of some great line of vampire hunters, Trevor of vampire hunters. Belmont, that's it. Trevor Belmont, that's it. Belmont. No, that's Olive. That's fine. The spelling, it's not about spelling. As long as you can pronounce it, we know who it is. Yeah, Trevor Belmont in it is funny, and I think the series needs that balance of seriousness with a bit of comedy, and that's what draws your attention straight away. I like that. That's, yeah, it makes me happy. I think that's that. I think when I saw episode 1, I saw when you see him like having a drink in the bar and he beats the crap out of all these people. I was like, yep, this is going to be good. Because I'll be honest, I've never played any of the Castlevania games, right? I've never played them, so I'm going in as someone who's never played them. So yeah, exactly. So it's great. It all makes sense now about what the series is about, and I'm sold on it. I thought it was fantastic. The whole premise, and the funny thing is, right, season 4 talks about like towns like London. It talks about London, countries and stuff. So it does take place in Earth, I guess you say. So it's not just some made up places and stuff. So it's actually actual locations, but you don't actually see the actual locations, but they do get referenced, which is interesting. I like that. Let's desaturate this a bit. Oh, whoa. Oh, music stops. Let me just repeat the jazz, cool jazz, no copyright music. Oh, in other news, right? This is something to keep an eye out on as well, Nuni. Twitch haven't made an announcement about there's more clampdowns on DMCA stuff, so we have to be careful with music and stuff. Music that gets played in the background, and I think that also includes music in games as well. We have to be really careful. They made an announcement a few days ago. Because more companies are coming forward saying, like, we want our content to be protected, so they are clamping down on this even harder. So, and Twitch, I think there's a post somewhere, a news article of Twitch's announcement on that. So you have to be really, yeah. That's why I'm being cautious when I play games like what's it called, Bioshock. Because Bioshock has music. Has music in the bloody gameplay, you know, from radios and stuff. That counts as copyrighted material, which I got caught out on, so I had to delete some of the elements of that clip. Unbelievable! Can you believe that? Like, it wasn't even like it was only for like 10 seconds, and it somehow knew it was that. So I had to like delete that stream footage on Twitch, which is a shame, but yeah, just a warning for you, man. If you or if anyone else is listening, if you do stream games, just watch out, because there's no the strike system that Twitch has you cannot. It won't go away. The strike doesn't go away. It's not like YouTube. YouTube has a strike system where it will go away for after 6 months or after a year. On Twitch, if you get the strike, that's it. That stays with you until you get the third one. Then you're buggered. Then you're out of it. There's no way, and there's no way to contest it yet. They said they will put in a system where you can contest it by the end of the year, which is miles away, and that's shocking. So yeah, just be careful. I didn't know about this until this afternoon. I was actually reading up on some stuff on Twitch, and yeah, there's an article about it. So I'm gonna make sure that when I'm playing games and stuff, I'll keep the volume down just to the music volume down anyway, to a lower level, or maybe have it so it's only I can hear the music and people on the stream can't. It's stupid, I know, but what happened to fair use? What happened to fair use for content creators? It's just It's gonna reach a point where you'll be playing games literally on mute. Literally on mute. You can't even hear the gun sounds. You can't hear the gun sounds. The gun sounds is going to be copyrighted because it's someone's sound effect. Someone who created a. Hey Zest, how's it going, Zest? What up? Twitch and YouTube could have actually taken a stand on this. Yes, you'd think so, Olive. You'd think like, you know, what is going on. But to be honest, Twitch are doing a better job at handling these things, right? Twitch have a system in place that if you're playing dodgy stuff, it will tell you, and you can rectify it, right? You can rectify these things. You can either mute it, or you can cut it out, or you can use the filter system where it filters out the music, so it tries to repair it. Twitch doesn't have that, and considering Twitch is part of Amazon, right? So it's not as if they don't have any money, right? They've got money. They've got loads of money, and they still haven't. You know, how long does it take to implement a system like that? How long does it take to do that? And yet they've said they're going to implement it by December, end of this year. So you're screwed basically. So even if you get caught, there's no way. You just have to take it and wait for the end. You know, just take it. It's stupid. Glad to know you all, Zest. How you finished? You finished your VRing for tonight? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just waiting for that. It's gonna reach a point where. Fish was like, no, cool. It's gonna reach a point where streamers, right? We're gonna have to we're gonna have to get permission from these people, these companies to play games or whatever, to play their tracks or whatever, like on stream and stuff, or pay them royalties. It's gonna reach a point where it's gonna go out of control. It's gonna literally go out of control. But on the flip side, one day I hope to help someone, maybe like one of those influencers that gets caught. They'll take these copyright things to court and say, you know, and try and, you know, use it under fair use, unless fair use is still around by then. Because sometimes you get stuff, you get caught for things you weren't responsible for. Lupus almost beat me on 2 games, but I'm still undefeated. Oh man, you're telling you're the pool champion. (16-1). Oh my. Time to quit playing Snoop. Time to retire on a high there. If you're gone pro. Right, so a bit of blue, glowy blue. Yeah, sorry, we was having a discussion about DMCA strikes on Twitch. They're going to increase a bit more because certain companies are getting a bit edgy about people using their own stuff in video game. You know, if you're playing video games, if you're streaming and you've got some background music playing, stuff like that. Companies which have not been involved in Twitch as much, they've noticed that, oh, hang on, you know, people using our stuff. It's time to like free ads here. But yeah, Twitch and YouTube need to do something about it because it affects people playing games as and Clone Hero. Yeah. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna explode. It is all gonna explode, and it's gonna. And I think right now Twitch and YouTube are probably bowing down to these companies. I guess these record companies are powerful. They're powerful, aren't they? Like they've got the money, right? Or maybe I'm not sure how it works, but they could probably sue. They can probably sue these platforms like Twitch and YouTube for allowing these things to happen, isn't it? So I guess they're in a difficult situation as well. They can constantly get picked on by record labels saying, "Oh, your platform is playing material that we don't want, you know, to be broadcasted. If you either take it down, or we will take legal action against you." And obviously, I guess Twitch and YouTube will be in a terrible state because they're in a no-win situation because they're hosting the content. All right, so I guess that's the problem, isn't it? There's never going to be a balanced situation where both parties will agree. It's like, you know what, these people are just content creators. They're trying to make a living by making games. The music is just there for the entertainment. It's not there to sell them that track or whatever. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, issue of don't put your content here. The internet's yeah. Do you remember a few years ago there was that the America were trying to consumerize in the internet, so you had to like I forgot what it's called now. Internet. It was called what was the name? I forgot the name of it. Internet. It wasn't internet neutrality. It wasn't that. It was like it was a way ISPs would net neutrality. Yeah, net neutrality. That was it. That was crazy. I'm glad that didn't go through because no one would want that. I think Ajit Pal tried to that git, unbelievable. I'm so I hate to say I'm so glad I'm not in the US. I mean that is just a kick in the teeth, really. But I'm glad it didn't go through because it was a stupid idea to begin with. And it's something that no one wants. No one wanted in the first place, and it was never going to work. And I'm glad it failed miserably. And then he stepped down, didn't he? He stepped down. I think he retired or something. I can't remember what happened. I think he didn't care, but he knew it was all for a waste of time. It was a waste of time, waste of the government's money as well. Yeah, he retired. Yeah, I think a lot of money went into it as well. A lot of money got sent into that project to commercialize the internet to an ISP level. What was he thinking? Yeah, you'd have to. So I don't know if you heard that, Olive or Zebra. Like it's a case of you had to pay a premium rate to get fast internet access. Otherwise, you can't use certain services. So basically, let's say you want to watch Netflix, right? You'd have to pay Netflix for the subscription, and then you have to pay your ISP for a subscription as well to get fast speeds to Netflix. So it's like another layer added in so you got to pay a bit more to get fast access to use the service. What? It's the stupidest thing ever. And they were going to try and do that. So basically, so if that came through, that means other companies will do the same thing. Yeah, it would be like Sky. Yeah, Sky. Yeah. So if you wanted Sky, if you want to watch it online, you'd have to pay Sky for the channels, and then you have to pay your provider more monies to watch those things properly. Yeah, it's just everything with money. Yeah, just consumer. It's trying to consumerize the internet, which is like for everyone. It's not for. I'm glad it. Yeah. When you went to ramble there, when I heard about that, I nearly flipped. I was like, no thanks. If that ever happened, I think I'll happily go into like join the dark web and just be like one of those old school people that hang out on the internet on IRC and stuff like that. I still use IRC, by the way. IRC is like my old school chat place where most first still hang out. I just idle on there. I've been streaming for an hour and 52 minutes. So I've got about 30 minutes to go, sadly, ish. More chat here. Don't care about people who barely afford basics. Yeah, we had that when we moved TV license. Yeah, TV license. That's another thing, right? What is that about? I've told my parents like they should stop paying TV license because one, they spend most of their time on YouTube now. Since I introduced them to watching YouTube on TV, they spend more time on YouTube than anything else. Like even the news and stuff, they can just watch it on YouTube or just check the internet. So I've actually been showing them how the internet works, and all that. And I'm just thinking like, what's the point of having TV license if we don't use it anymore? I don't know what your guys' opinions are on TV license. I think it's just a waste of money. It's just a waste of money. I think the money could be put in something else. TV license people can borrow in my house, and I had access to TV. Yeah. I was honestly surprised the parents still press. Oh wow. Yeah, my parents don't watch TV anymore. Like I used to watch TV when I used to watch EastEnders and all that. I used to love EastEnders, but I hear now EastEnders has kind of gone down the pan now. All the cool characters are gone now. The ones that cause drama, it's all just modernized now and boring. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. All the cool characters are gone. They're dead. They've blown themselves out of the series, so they moved on. TV soaps, man. I used to love watching TV soaps. I used to watch Neighbours. Back then. Whoa, so much drama in that. I used to hate Home and Away though. I never used to watch Home and Away. Second, talking to someone about arty stuff on here on the Telegram thing. Oh, there we go. Multitasking. Baywatch and Knight Rider. Oh, Knight Rider. Yeah, now we're talking. Knight Rider. A-Team as well. A-Team was an amazing show. Neighbours was great. Yeah, Airwolf. Yes, Airwolf. Do you remember a show, right? Now this goes back a bit longer, right? It's on YouTube as well. I actually watched this on Picasso when I do my Not Safe Work streams because I wanted to introduce people to like some of the shows that I watched back in the day. So there's two shows. One was Nightmare, and that's available on YouTube. You can watch the entire series of some season 1 to 5. I think season 1 to 7. Sorry, season 1 to 7. Nightmare, great show. And then the other show was Scavengers, which is like a 90s show. It was on the time around when Gladiators was on as well. Obviously Gladiators was another show that was fantastic. Yeah. If you ever wanted to watch something like on a lockdown, watch Nightmare back to back. You would not be disappointed. I think the only thing that would make you frustrated is some of the kids that get the riddles wrong. There's some easy riddles that the kids that played that show would get wrong, and you're like, really? That was an easy riddle, and they still conked it up. Still remember Button Moon? Oh, Button Moon, yeah. We're off to Button Moon. Mr. Spoon, something, Butter Moon. Wave nostalgia has washed over me. Oh yeah. Oh, here's another show. Here's another show that's from it's an Australian show. It's called The Girl from Tomorrow. Do you remember that show? The Girl from Tomorrow. Oof, that show was. I remember watching that show, and I was like, "Damn, that was a good show. That was a good show." Yeah, see, you know, see now we're going deep. Now we're going deeper. Now we're going back in time here, like Mr. Ben. Do you remember? Oh, now this show, right? This show, right? You may not remember it. If you do, I'll be impressed, right? I watched it. I watched it back to back on YouTube, right? It's called. It was a learning program called Look and Read. It used to be on BBC Two, back in the late. I think it's late 80s. Or early mid to late 80s, yeah, and it's called one magic pencil, but it was called Look Through the Dragon's Eye. Through the Dragon's Eye. It's called Through the Dragon's Eye. And that show, if you watch it now, it still blows your mind how awesome it is. It's emotionally good because the dragon in it is amazing. The dragon costume as well. If you have not watched it, go on YouTube, Through the Dragon's Eye. Watch it. It's a good series. It's all about learning, of course, but learning to write and read and pronunciations. But oh man, that is like a whole new level of awesomeness. I was like, when I rewatched it, I was like, it was deep. I found it pretty deep. I was like, this is memory lane right here, and it's like a little manly tear. But yeah, if you do plan to watch it, bring some tissues because it's just memories, good memories of of good shows when TV was good, you know. Yeah. Also Tintin was good as well back then as well. I used to remember it used to be on Channel 4 around after Sesame Street. They would play Tintin. That show was pretty damn good as well. I think that's on YouTube as well. The show's. So glad I'm shooting tonight. You're gonna be a regular, okay? Yeah. I talk about a lot of old nostalgic stuff and random plop, just any topics that come up. I'll just ramble on about it. But back in the day. That's what I'm talking. That's when you set me off. We talk about the past. You're in for a long conversation, and me just talking about some shows from my day. I mean, so we've got Tintin, Sandokan. Sandokan was a weird show. I don't remember what it was about, but I remember it had it was all anthro characters. It had an anthro tiger, or it might be an anthro lion. I'm not sure what was going on in it. Yeah, Sandokan. Let me get the name of it. So let me paste it in chat so that way guys can look at it. Sandokan. Sandokan. TV series. Oh, animated. Oh, hang on. Animated. It was 1992. Wow. Damn. All right. So if you just paste this, if you paste that, you'll get an idea. So basically on Channel 4, instead of Tintin, you'd get this show sometimes. I never really watched it properly, right? So it's hard for me to say what it's about, but I vaguely remember it. Then there's one other show, which is very nice. Again, the animation quality was a bit questionable. It's like, for its time, but the Bluffers. If you don't know the Bluffers had an amazing theme tune as well. I'll link the intro. Just before so here's the intro to the Bluffers. There you go. It's definitely 100% a furry show. the characters that look very furry. Yeah. See, we're going down memory lane here. I'm getting all these memories back from all these shows I used to watch. It's great, yeah. Yeah, feel free to if you know any other shows yourselves. I'll probably remember it. I mean, do you remember Pob? I used to. I even got a Pob sticker on Picato as my one of my emote sets. It's on my Discord as well. Pob, because Pob is amazing. If you don't know Pob was Pob was my favourite. Yeah, he's just people tell me, right, they're scared of Pob. I'm like, how can you be scared of Pob? I don't get it. He didn't look scary. He didn't look terrifying. Those people that found it scary, they got issues. I just say you got issues, but you got issues. Pob was not scary. Oh, Poddington Peas. Ah, yeah. So that series, right? I never used to watch that series as much, but I remember like a lot of people used to sing it in my primary school. They used to sing the Poddington Peas song. They were like well into it. Yeah. Do 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 do. Poddington Peas. Poddington Peas. Oh man. Whew. Go for a roller coaster of memories. I just watched the episode of Button Moon. Oh man. Woo. See, Button Moon was one of those shows that, yeah, it was special. Button Moon was like, yeah, great shows for its time. And it, like, I mean, if I watched it, the thing is, I'm afraid to watch it now, because if I watch it now, I'll be disappointed. I'll be scared. I'll be like, no, yeah. I'll tell you one show I used to love. I used to love it so much. I tried to make an animated version of it in 2D, which is Jerry Anderson's Terrorhawks. That show was phenomenal in the 80s. I used to love that show to a point that like it disappeared, because obviously I just, I don't really, when you're like 8 years old and you watch Terrorhawks and it's disappeared, and like you forget about it, and like you try your hardest to find episodes of it or VHS and stuff, and I couldn't find it. Luckily, when I moved to this house, on eBay, I found on eBay someone was selling like the VHS cassette tapes. I've got them. I'm only missing one of them, which is the rarest one you can ever find, and obviously it's a shame. But I've got the original VHS tapes of them now, 1 to 5 of Terrorhawks, by Channel 5, which was I think it was the only company that actually made the VHS versions. Obviously, you can now get them on DVD, but yeah, VHS cassette, yeah, mint condition or semi-mint condition. But I've not been watching any of them, but I'm sure they're good. But the problem was the VHS version didn't have the noughts and crosses on the credits. It didn't have anything like that, so which was a shame. No, actually, no, I take it back. It did have it. Sorry, it did have the noughts and crosses fighting. Yeah, sorry, I take it back. Sorry, it did have noughts and crosses. Sorry, it did. Yes. So I'm thinking of the American. So basically, the American VHS version of Terrorhawks, they didn't have the noughts and crosses. They just had just a Zoroid bouncing on the spot, which looked pretty shitty, you know. Except with the current gen won't get. Oh, Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons. If you've not watched that, you must watch it. That show is the bomb. If you like sci-fi, serious stories and a lot of explosions, Captain Scarlet, yeah, Captain Scarlet was the boom. Stingray was alright. Stingray wasn't as serious. But Captain Scarlet was dark. It was a dark series, a very dark series, and people died in that. People die in that. Every episode, someone dies in that series. Like a puppet dies, and then they get cloned. That shit was, yeah, it was good, yeah. Whew. don't mess with the Mysterons. They even made a remake of that in 3D using Lightwave. Lightwave is a rendering program that was on the Amiga, because my first computer ever was an Amiga 500. And that's when I started my arting, and animation and stuff. I used to do a lot of animation stuff on there, cheeky little silly animations, and then moved on to doing furry art on there a lot with the mouse and tracing. I even bought a handheld scanner to scan 2D drawings and then bring them onto the Amiga and then colour them in. So I was well into it, and then put almost my art up as public domain. So I'll put all my artwork into a nice slideshow, and then send the disc to a public domain person, and they distribute it out. That's how I used to get my work out there. And that's how I met Eric Schwartz, who's a furry as well. I didn't know at the time he was a furry until I saw him at Anthrocon 2002. I'm like, hey, I was like, well, okay, all right, okay, how's it going? So yeah, blast from the past. Mind you, have you guys watched the new season, the new series of Animaniacs? I streamed a few episodes a while back on my Discord, and obviously I wasn't impressed. I mean, it was great, but it lacked what the originals had. The originals had all the characters, and right now the new series doesn't have all the characters. It looks like they condensed it considerably. And obviously no Minerva Mink. That upset me. Minerva Mink was a crucial character, you know. I think in today's society, I think they're scared if Minerva Mink existed in that series. I think a lot of people will be upset with her demeanor, the way she is, and gold digging sexy mink. Oh, that sucks. I feel the same way about the new Red Dwarf episodes. They really cut back on harsh. Yeah, see, like I was going to go back to watching Red Dwarf, because I heard that they went back to like the old ways of doing, like, you know, they're flying around small episodes based on random events, which makes it amazing. You know, like I think it was season 2 or 3 when they lost Red Dwarf, and basically the crew were just basically stuck on Starbug, and they were just flying around random places to survive until they eventually find Red Dwarf again. But those were the best times. Those were the best times, when they come across all aliens and weird stuff and weird planets and Rimmer World. You can't go wrong with Rimmer World. Things like that. Those were good. Those were the good times. Yeah. If they brought those sort of things back again, I'd be down for that. But if they haven't, then I think for me, Red Dwarf went down the moment Kachansky joined the crew and Rimmer left. I hated that episode. I hated that episode so much that I want to stop. I want to stop watching the series completely, because without Rimmer, the series just sucked. And yeah, the show needed someone like that, someone that you hate, that you want to hate, you know. I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on Red Dwarf when Rimmer left the series. I'm not sure why he left the series, actually. You know what? I may have to look that up. Why did he leave? Why did he temporarily disappear? Oh yeah, that's true. He was put in there in the first place because the hatred kept insane. Yeah. I need to find out now, because that when that happened, I got upset. I was personally upset with the whole thing. I was like, what? I felt uncomfortable as well. I just didn't want to watch. It's because like when you're used to a bunch of characters like that which work so well, why get rid of one of them to? Yeah, it didn't make sense. Rimmer was a big part that made Red Dwarf enjoyable for me. Exactly, Nunny. That's the whole. Yeah, getting rid of that character was terrible. It's like that's like horrible. It's a terrible, a dangerous mistake, and it, yeah. He went on to join the Holo Crew and fell in love with that lady, yeah, and he was going to replace her. Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's when he was playing that testing, isn't it? He found a spaceship which had all smart holograms. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that episode. All they do all the time is have sex. That's all they do. They work hard and have sex. But you have to be super smart. You have to be super smart to be there. Otherwise, you get replaced by another one, better version, better person who's smarter. Oh, what now? No. Oh, another episode I like from Red Dwarf is the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. That episode was amazing. It's when Krysten has that virus, and the virus was killing him, and so and Lister Lister Katz and Rimmer use the VR headsets to enter Krysten's world. I really should get. You should. I think you should, Zest. I haven't touched Blender. I was meant to use Blender today, but I've been so busy with design work. Just I had no time. I actually had to work through my lunch today. I was so annoyed about that, but it is what it is. But on a plus note, I can charge over time. I just charge 1 hour. It's like boom. I'll get my time back with being paid. Thank you very much. But yeah, I need to get back into VR. Not VR, into Blender. Make more Blender objects. Oh yeah, last day of holiday work. Work tomorrow, so I'm off to shower and sleep. All right, Nudie, thanks for hanging out, man, and yeah, get some rest, and yeah, hope tomorrow's work goes well. Thanks for hanging out, man. Always games behind. Woo. Oh. Wow. I've got about 15 or so minutes left till the end of my session as well, so as much as I would love to stay longer, but yeah, it's a spot. Oh my god, 29 degrees Celsius. You're gonna melt. I think you should probably open the window or something. Open the window, go outside of it, have a cold shower. I'd say have a cold shower. Fan is on. Seriously, if you're getting really hot, cold shower yourself. It's one way to stay a bit cool, you know, because otherwise you're gonna burn out. You're gonna burn out heavy. Oh, I've got the. Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh man, yeah, it's bloody midnight, you loony. Midnight? Oh, it is midnight, yeah. Well, nothing wrong with having a shower at midnight. Nothing wrong with having a shower at midnight. I would have a shower at midnight if I was extremely hot. You need to cool down. That's the thing. Yeah, you can't just. Don't have a shower tomorrow. Well, tomorrow might be cooler. Tomorrow it might be cooler, who knows? But I'd say have a shower now. So worst night last year. Yeah, see, I might just instant buy an air conditioning unit tomorrow. We'll see, but I hope I make use of it and not just like if it's just for one day and it's wasted, you know. So I'm gonna risk it and just buy it because I need to cool down. I need to go. Yeah, I need to have a shower, night shower, cool before you sleep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly what Zebra said. Have a shower before you go to bed, and you feel good. Yeah. So tomorrow, being Thursday I treat Thursday as a gaming night. So I'm gonna resume my adventures in in Prey Nightmare mode. My first playthrough of that. So I always play games on Nightmare. Any game I play, maximum difficulty. You can't play games on normal mode. That's for boo-boos, boo-boos that play on normal mode. I don't have time for that. I go full on maximum difficulty and play it. So yeah, that game's been interesting in terms of I'm a bit of a pacifist when it comes to like not killing people or saving items. I won't spend anything on anything. And people, yeah, I've been saving a lot of items and stuff. So sneaking around, whacking people with wrenches, not using the ammo when I'm meant to be using the ammo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so so the funny thing is, right? So people keep telling me like, "Oh, Alien Isolation's hard." I played it first playthrough. I played on Nightmare. Okay, it's difficult, but each time I play it, the game gets more easier. I'm sure I keep saying it. I'll keep boasting about it. I'll happily play the game with my toes. That's how easy the game is on Nightmare. In fact, I spend more time staring at the Xeno because the Xeno has got thick legs. She's got thick legs. So I'd purposely get her out of the vent just so we can all observe and admire those thighs that run around, looking for you. Everyone says that Dark Souls I've completed. See, Zebra, you mentioned that. So now that you mentioned that, Zebra, I've never completed Dark Souls. I've played Dark Souls, but see, the thing is, my problem. So I did stream it once or twice. I've actually streamed it on Discord with other people, and my problem is, I don't like. I've been told multiple times, just get the big sword, the big long sword, and just pummel everything to death, and you'll be fine, right? I don't like doing that. I want to like parry, repousse enemies. I spent before I started playing it properly, I spent weeks learning the repousse, like spending time blocking, like boom, boom. It got to a point. I got to a point where I was just repousing everything. It's sad. Yeah, sad as you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I spent time learning about the game, like the the timing of it, the timing of when to trigger that, defending the counter attack. It felt so good. Oh god, it felt so good when you do it though. Such an amazing game. But the problem was I got told the game is broken as well. And the Dark Souls 1 is, you can abuse that stuff. I think in Dark Souls 2 they kind of fixed that, right? Runs of tries to learn speedrun or kind of time, couple of frames perfect. Yeah, see, this is why sometimes I like watching Games Done Quick or the charity. Some really phenomenal speedrunners which they do the feats of frame perfect stuff. Yeah, DS1 isn't even finished yet. They never did. Oh, so I mean. Is Demon Souls right? Is Demon Souls Dark Souls? Because that's another thing I always get confused with. Because like Demon Souls is out now, right? I think it's out, and because I assume Demon Souls came first before Dark Souls, right? Yeah, Demon Souls was the first before Dark. Right, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I always get confused between those two games, like which is which, or is Demon Souls basically Dark Souls, but like just the bootleg version of Dark Souls. Okay, DS1 was unfinished, but they didn't want to know how it would sell, so it was too short. DS was way too long because people wanted more. DS3 is perfect. Gotcha. All right. So I think I've got Dark Souls 3 lying around on my Steam. But I was thinking maybe I should try and complete Dark Souls 1 first and then go to Dark Souls 2. But I may have to do that. I may have to just get some practice in and then stream some Dark Souls and just bum rush it. But obviously prevent myself from representing everything. Because my last run, which I haven't finished, I picked up the rapier. The rapier is amazing. That's got one hell of a reach, but you can still counter, represent, and stab him with the thing. It's so good. I love it. Personally, I'd skip 2, but it's a really long game. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll skip 2 then. I mean, if it's not story specific, I guess I can ignore it. It's just guys in armor and over. Oh, that's a bit repetitive. Oh, that's not good. You wanna be fighting monsters, right? Big monsters, skeletons, and all sorts of crazy ghouls. Well, actually, one game. So yesterday we was talking about this yesterday. One game I'm looking forward to, and I may consider getting it. Right, you're gonna love it. Is Diablo 2, the remake of Diablo 2. That game, I'm definitely considering to get, just to remind myself how good that game really was. But I'm going to wait until the reviews come out and see if Blizzard have not buggered it up, just like Warcraft 3 remake. Because Warcraft 3 remastered, they screwed that up. I hope to hell they don't do the same to Diablo 2. Because Diablo 2 was spot on perfect. If it's a remaster of that, I'm happy with that. But it has to be done right. That's the thing with Dark Souls. They don't give you the lore, but there's so many hints. You should really watch Batty video on YouTube if you want to get sucked into the lore and really. Okay. Yeah. See, Diablo 2 was a game that I got sucked into. If not World of Warcraft, it was Diablo 2. I spent hours and hours, even whole days, just grinding for magic items. And if it's coming back, I welcome it. So I'll wholeheartedly welcome it. Because it was such a good game. It was such a good game for its time, and yeah, totally cool. Yeah, that brought back memories when I heard about it. I was like, ooh. Like I would play the same area again and again and again just to get one of the set gear items and stuff. And so I was talking about this yesterday. If it does come out and I do get it, the first class I would be is a sorceress, just so I can level her up and get her stacked up all magical find items, and then do it all over again. Get the Tower Rusher set, and then get the Immortal Kings for the Barbarian, and obviously, get the Necromancer set as well. Just do it all over again. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't want to spoil it. I'm not saying anymore. But if you know what I'm talking about, it's all nostalgic. It's nostalgic. Going down that memory lane of how awesome Diablo was. Reminds me of Champions. Return to Arms. The PS2. Played the heck out of that game. Oh, Champions. Wasn't that a multiplayer game? I'm thinking of something else. I think Champions of. There's a multiplayer MMO kind of game where you become your like superheroes and stuff. Okay, I've never heard of that game. Right, okay, I've heard Diablo game. Okay, interesting. I didn't know. Interesting. I might have to Google that game, Champions. I'll Google it now actually to find out more about this. What this thing's about. Oh, 1 second, I see you joined the server, I'll approve you. There you Let me check. Champions PS2. Champions PS2. Oh, Champions Return to Arms. Here we go. Got it. Ooh, oh wow. This reminds me of Gauntlet. Do you remember Gauntlet? Gauntlet Legends. That game, when I saw Gauntlet Legends in the arcade, I was like, oh, it blew me away. I was like, okay, this is Gauntlet in 3D. Gauntlet in 3D. That was like, I had to play the game. I had to play it because I don't know if you guys ever played Gauntlet, but I used to play Gauntlet back in the day, and Gauntlet was a great game. I was hook, line, and sinker for Champions. Yeah, it looks good for four player game on a on a PS4, on PS2. Sorry, yeah, it looks good. It looks very good. They don't make games like that anymore, do they? Mind you, when Diablo 3 came out, I got beta access when it came out because if you're a World of Warcraft user, you get like I think one day's access to Diablo 3 when it first came out. Hated it. They got rid of the tree system, skill trees. All skill trees were gone. It was all just linear level building. And I was just thinking, this can't be right. This is not what Diablo was about. And I think they've now fixed that now with Diablo 3 with future updates. But when it first came out, man, that broke my heart. That broke my heart when I saw it. When I played the beta, I was like, this is not Diablo. This is not the Diablo I remember. You meant to give each class should have a tree, and that tree they should you should be able to specialize in your skill. Your preferred skill of that profession of that class, not just one long tree. You just put your points in and it's pre-filled. That's that. And I think during that time, I went back to I started playing Path of Exile, and Path of Exile is pretty good. Yeah. Oh damn! I'm getting close to the end of the session now. Obviously, I've got to wrap things up. Sadly. Okay, well, 2 hours 28 minutes. I'm gonna probably jump on Discord for a minute and do some research on this piece and plan ahead, because obviously I'm kind of winging it. I'm gonna do some color checking and get some reference colors values in there as well, and get it right, if you know what I mean. Get it right. But yeah, it's been a grand stream session. I was not expecting peeps to hang out. Normally I don't check. I never check the numbers of people watching me, because for streaming it doesn't really matter. I don't really check for numbers. If people are there, people are there. Otherwise, I just talk to myself. And it's a good way to vocalize. It's a good way to vocalize yourself. And it's one of, like I always say that if you've never done streaming before, talking in the mirror is good, or talking about something. I think every time when people ask me, streaming, how do you get into it? Especially if you're streaming for certain hours, how do you keep going? So sometimes it's talking out loud. Yeah, talking out loud. Have something to talk about, like I am right now. I always have something to talk about. Yeah, just make sure you're getting stuff done. That's the thing. Is I've been a victim of, when I watch people stream, I tend to watch tattooists. There's a lovely tattooist person who I watch. I discovered her when she was working. She was painting a fox on a canvas, but she does tattooing. And every time I watch a stream, it's like being a fly on the wall, listening to her gossip and stuff. And I end up listening to her stream rather than getting work done. But now sometimes I just leave it running so I can listen to her, what she's doing and stuff, and that's great. Let me just pause it and just see if she's actually streaming or not. I'll probably recommend her. She's not streaming, not today. But yeah, I find that watching streamers is a great way to get distracted. I always try to say, if you're watching my stream, you don't have to watch me. You can just hang out, and if you're doing work or gaming, that's fine as well. It's fine as well. If you're gaming, I'll always say, "Are you winning? Are you winning?" Are you winning? Gotta win. But yeah, like that's why I always keep my streams to be relatively short. Like right now, 2 hours 30 minutes. That's it. I see a lot of people that do like 4 hour streams, and I don't expect anyone to stay that long unless you're really hardcore, right? Staying that long. I mean, I mean, what's your ideal long hours you'd stay watching a stream? That's a question. I mean, for me, as weird as it sounds, for me, it's probably for an hour. An hour, then I have to like lurk because work is always, it's always work. Work always comes in. Can easily get lost in these things. Cool. It depends on usually I'll finish work from 10 p.m. so I'd be able to stay up until 2 a.m. at least if I'm at home today I can easily watch 10 hours and if I'm sewing. Okay, of course, yeah. See, I was thinking of doing a podcast. I was thinking of doing like a special kind of podcast, which is basically watching classic horror films and watching them and not kind of a reaction / talking over them sort of thing. During Halloween time, I stream. I don't know if I can stream on Twitch, but I streamed on Picato. I did like a watching over of Night of the Living Dead, the original George Romero Night of the Living Dead, and did like a commentary of it. So talking about the film, the history of the film, how that film changed cinema's history and stuff like that. Are you going? Okay, Zest, thanks for hanging out, man. Watch some Blender stuff and make some 3D models. Do it. Take it easy. Well, I was talking to Indy about this stream as well, and the first thing I said was I'm really enjoying the streaming because it's chill and he's as one of those voices that easy to listen to. Lower register, that's softer than like a podcast. Oh, well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like I was planning to do like horror talk, classic horror, because like I love watching Hammer horror and stuff like that. And what's the other one? Like Bela Lugosi and stuff like that. You know, from Dracula, the original Dracula. It'd be good to do that. But yeah, it's I'm not sure really because it's a niche thing, and I don't know if I can stream it. That's the problem. I don't think this runs into that problem of can you play copyrighted material, or it might be a case of just having me watching. I'm watching it, but you guys can't see it, so it's going to be a bit of a lame thing. It'd be nice for you guys to actually see it, so it makes more sense. Otherwise, it's pointless. Yeah, sorry to spare for. That's fine, Tree. I'd be told for listening to your podcast for sure, but it's right with comfort zone range. Cool, yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm trying to find. Well, unfortunately, it was going to be myself and Ultra Fox. Don't know if you've heard of him. He's someone he's a writer and artist in a fandom. He used to write. Well, I used to work with him on writing a Not Safe for Work comic together. Unfortunately, he passed away in January this year. So yeah, it's a shame really, because I was hoping that I was going to approach him at some point and say, hey, do you fancy making like a podcast video with me? We'll talk about horror films. He'll probably be up for it. He would have been up for it. It would have been great. It would have been great to set up like a session with him. But yeah, it was not to be. Sad times, I know. Yeah. So yeah, because if you know an Ultra, he's someone that he'll probably know more stuff about than me. He'll know more things about films and stuff, and he'll probably nail it, and I'll just be the one like going, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that's yeah. It's a case of finding the right kind of synergy of person to bounce off ideas from, especially doing podcasts. But podcasts are tricky in themselves because obviously you need a good microphone. Luckily, I've got a good microphone here, good old Yeti. But yeah, it's making sure the other person who may join me on these things has a good microphone as well. Otherwise, you're gonna have you're gonna have someone talking out of a gutter or something, out of a tube or something, have a pipe. You gotta have podcasts. Like nowadays, podcasts you got to get it right. Otherwise, you've got no chance. I'm not sure. Yeah, so it would have been a horror session, or see, there was another idea of doing art talks, which involved talking to people from the professional field. I've got some contacts who I've worked with, who can probably come in and talk about their work and stuff, and obviously then bring in like starting artists. Just nothing about it's just about like similar to what we did with the panel, talking about why they got into art, where they're going with the art, where they see the industry going, and things like that. Yeah, for sure. At least very least, decent mic isn't too much money. I think my 80-20 was Oh, that's good. Yeah, 80. I heard they're good mics as well. I think 80-20, 220. Yeah, anything which is a good studio mic, you're fine. But like, as long as it's not like a $20 microphone. something like that's from a pound store or something like that. You'd be talking out of a Pringles tube, or talking from a laptop. That's another one. Talking from a laptop is bad as well. Laptop microphones are bad as well. We've had because I'm staff at London Furs, we do talks as well. We've had some pretty cool guests on London Furs online events. We've had like publishers from Fur Planets. Fortunately, we had people from Caris Mike. Oh, you mean Rocket? yeah, Rocket was. I think Rocket was on a mobile. I think she was on her mobile at the time. I'm not sure. That was a laptop mic. Oh my god. There you go. I didn't want to question anyone. I didn't want to question anyone on the panel. Like, yeah, make sure you got a good microphone. I mean, we did do a sound test. And yeah, I was like, it'll do. It'll do. There's too late now. You can't rescue that now. Just have to wing it and go for it. But I did make sure that on my side, her volume was set to a certain level so you can hear her. Otherwise. Yeah, I know, Tree. I know. It's one of those sort of things. Like, if you're going to do a panel talk, you gotta be prepared to have the gear for it. Otherwise, you can have a bad time, especially for recording. But it's cool. I did manage to try to clean up her audio feed from my end to make sure that anytime she spoke, I kind of bumped it up a bit so it's not too loud, but it's not too static either, because if she's talking too loud, it's like. So, yeah, there is a bit of a balance there, but it came out okay. I think it came out okay for what it was worth. Anyway, it was a good panel. Yes, it was a good panel. It's a broad topic. That's the thing. We can go on for hours. We can go on for hours talking about those things. So I'm glad glad you invited me on there, because I think when you mentioned it, I was just thinking, what am I going to talk about? What the hell am I going to talk about? But it got through nicely. There's a fancy things you can do with audio to make it cleaner. Yes, so Camtasia. So I use Camtasia for most of the audio cleaning there, but I was tempted to separate the audio from the video feed and take it into Audition. I've got Adobe Audition, which is a proper sound editor to clean up. You can do some really cool effect stuff with it. You can normalize the audio so you can make it ready for YouTube videos and podcast stuff. I've got it all set up for audio cleaning and silencing and background noise removing the stuff. But I think for how we did it was okay. I mean, it didn't need that much cleaning, so that's good. And if that's something, if you're doing podcasts, don't chat to your co-host beforehand. Save your personal stories. Yes, yeah. We on Friday we were talking about stories of the past, and a lot of experiences from conventions as well. There's stuff that we talked about which didn't get mentioned because it was just not enough time really. Because it can easily, because I think that's why Nuni was there, to control the conversation, right? Because it can easily get lost in waffling, rambling. That's why when I spoke on there, I tried to keep it short and sweet because a lot, we've got 1 hour to talk about everything about dealing, and that can go on for ages. I think, yeah, 1 hour is still. I think 1 hour is enough. I think 2 hours would have been overkill. But the topics the whole topic in general, it's you can write a book about that, right? You can write a whole syllabus. Chatting was important for this one because there was so many of us and we needed to narrow down. Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. And I think Rocket was shy. I think was it Rocket and Hearts was shy on the mic, weren't they? They say they were a bit what's the word? It's not shy. It's like, oh, you're live and you can easily fumble when you're live. Nothing. For me, it was nothing. For me, I didn't prepare for it. I'll be honest. I just went in. Pre-panel confidence. That's the word. That's the right word there, Zebra. That's the word I think. Yeah, they were a bit yeah. When I went in, I just went in as I am right now. I'm pretty used to it. So you have to have experience in doing these kind of things, and streaming helps a lot in that. I can sit and talk about things, and some didn't have that, so it's not their fault. It's the way it is, it's how it goes. But I remember when I first did my first radio session with radio podcasts, kind of like online DJ session with someone I know. We did like an 80s synthwave session, and I was so like. I was crap at it. I was all I kept saying was like, yeah, this song's nice, and then the colleague I was with, he kept saying like, oh, it's interesting. He kept saying nice a lot. I'm like, is there any song that you don't like? I'm like, so it's you got to be natural, and I guess at that time I wasn't good at it because also you've got a small time slot to say something before the next song plays. So you've got like 30 seconds to talk about something and then move on to the next tracks. Like the next track now is, whatever song it is, and then play it. And I think if I did it now, I think I'll be more confident now than I was before. I think that's thanks to streaming. Streaming provides that boost of confidence, that boost of being verbal and vocal in terms of how you say things, right? And which I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for that. So thankful for that, because otherwise I'll be a wreck. I used to stammer a lot as well. My stammering has kind of dwindled, and that's all to do with paced breathing as well. If you take a deep breath and then talk, and let it out. Yeah, you feel you can say something nice and slowly. You can be heard, and you won't have to repeat yourself. Like, what's he talking about? He's talking too fast. This guy's talking too fast. He's talking bollocks. Right. I think I've gone 2 hours and 45 minutes. I should probably stop here, because otherwise I've defeated the point of streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes. There's still a lot of work to be done on this. As you can see, it's I'll probably do some more thinking on where I'm going with this, but I think the palette is good. I might change it again next time, so I'll have to see. I'll look at this tomorrow afternoon on my break, and see if I can get a better color range on this. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow playing Prey. That's gonna be fun. Should be interesting in this heat as well. And hopefully tomorrow I'll order a aircon and see if that's any good. It's not going to arrive tomorrow, but yeah, hopefully I'll be a lot more cooler, right? So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It's always appreciate the company. It's been great. And let me see. Let me see on Picato. People on Picato are still there. Art of God. Ponyville, Ponyville, Grimtail, Dark Tales. Okay, cool. Heart of God, cool. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. So until next time, let me change my camera because I always do this every time. Keep watching the skies, and I'll see you next time. Ciao. Bye bye. Boop boop boop.